Hello, I'm Jared Pardue with Plan Z Ceramics, and we're going to try to make some with some clay on the wheel. Don't know what it's going to turn out to be yet. We're going to have some fun making it though. I already wedged up my clay, got it weighed out. It's 1 pound. Let's start. If you don't mind, I'm going to probably use the wheel motor to get this wheel going and get it centered. So, it might be loud. You push in on it to let it burrow up, and then you push it down and put it back down, and allows the clay to get used to itself and get ready to start moving around. Wakes it up. You always want to use it. Some people, when we phrase, like to use a lot of water. Some people like to use very little. And people like to use a lot of water. The clay is just about ready. Get a little bit more centering. Just about done. I like to save all my slip. And I use it for decorating some of my darker clay bodies. Alright. We're ready. I'm going to start to... I'm just going to cup the clay, just cupping, not putting any pressure, just so I can find the center and give this hand a brace. And I'm just going to make a little hole. And this hole isn't straight down, it's at an angle, like that. And what I'm going to do now is put a little bit of water inside and on the outside to give a little more slickness. You want it to be slick so there's no friction. Friction is bad. I'm going to push in until I'm right close to about a 1/4 inch to the bottom. And that's my thickness right now. So I'm really close to where I want to be. So I'm happy with that. Should still be able to trim a moderate little foot. Not much. But that's what I want. Now I'm going to curve my finger this way and make my floor. I'm going to try to make it as flat and even as possible. I'm going to use this hand underneath to give a little bit of counter pressure so that it doesn't bulge out and do weird things. It is going to change a little bit, but not much. And that's because I'm putting my hand behind it as I open up the floor. Now I'm going to use my knuckle on the outside and my finger on the inside. I'm going to find the wall here, find the wall there. I'm going to be together, and then I'm just not going to push in at all. I'm just going to go like that and pull straight up. And all the clay on top of this finger is going to come up. And I'm going to move it towards the center just a little bit to kind of try to counteract centrifugal force. I'm just trying to push this clay out. We want it to stay in for right now. Pulling up very gently and slowly, kind of towards the center. There we go. And now I have probably about a 1/2 inch wall thickness. I'm going to do that again, making sure the side is slick inside. You could use a little bit of water. There we go. Alright, same thing, going in, This time I'm going to push a little bit, and I'm going to pull up. Pulling up ever so slowly and carefully. There we go. We're getting closer to probably about a quarter. Not quite a quarter, but close. I'm going to compress the rim just a little bit with my thumb. Other people do it with their fingers like this, you know, like that, or like this, but I just like to curve my thumb around it. It's just what I do. I'm clean this slip off again, put it in my little mini slip container. It's not something I need on my hands at this point. I do believe I'm going to speed up the wheel again, just a little bit. Not much, because I don't want to spin too fast. Do the same thing, pushing in, a little bit less pressure this time. Just pulling up. That is definitely a 1/4 inch now. The reason I keep applying more water is because every time you pull your finger out, you're taking the water off. So you're getting more friction on the next pass. So I put the water in, and I pull it up and let it soak the whole outside. When I'm checking the inside, I need more water in there too. So my fingers, just let it drip down onto the clay. Alright, let's do one more pull. Nice and gentle. It's looking pretty nice. It's doing its thing. It's not wobbling around too much. I might be able to get one more pull out of this. I think I'm going to. A lot of other people like to make sure you pick up all this stuff. I like to leave it there so I have a little bit of support while I'm throwing it. It gives it more of a support right down here. Alright. This time, get my whole hand in there because it won't fit just with my pinky. Can't quite get down, so I'm going to have to go like this, and when I put my hand in, it's going to distort it, so I got to be really careful and gentle. Careful. Easy peasy. Let's try nice and gentle. Nice cylinder. A little bold, I like that. I might go in, maybe give it a little bit more. Give a good shape. So let's put a little bit more water on there. Put a little bit inside. Not much. Now I'm going to push out. Out again right here at the top. There we go. Oh, that's going to be a great little cup. Love it. Let's spin freely for a couple seconds here. And I'm going to finish off the rim with a piece of plastic. A lot of people like to use a piece of chamois, a piece of leather. I actually have one, but I found chamois will take the slip and actually move it around, make it nice and smooth that way. Well, I don't want the slip at top. I want a nice sturdy rim, so I use a piece of plastic because the plastic will actually clean off the slip that's built up and allow me to compress. There we go. Just that little bit right there. There's a difference between being nice, strong, and maybe a little bit weaker. So I'm going to use my stick, cut in to remove just a little bit of extra clay at the bottom, which is no big deal. we go. Toss that down into my there we go. Into my slurry bucket. Taking a sponge. Let's get rid of that extra water that's down inside. Clean my hand off. I don't want any of my extra slip on my hands to mess up the inside of it as well. Fold this up. Just gonna go in very gently. Bring out the water. There we go. Might be a little bit more that I can get rid of. So I'm gonna try to get that too. Nice and slow spin. There we go. It's looking good now. A little bit more. There's only a drop left, I think. But I want it out. It looks like I just touched my rim. So I'm going to use this piece of plastic one more time. There we go. Cut it off the wheel. I like to use, when I cut it off the wheel, I like to have the wheel spinning just a little bit. So it helps cut through. Put a little bit of water underneath it. It'll float. So when I take this thing off the wheel, it'll be able to slide off so I don't have to pick it up. Nice and easy. Spin the wheel this way. A little bit of water right there. Put a little bit of water on my board. It's no big deal because I'm just putting a little bit, and it's just for a little bit because I'm going to probably come back and pick these up and take them off just after a little bit. So, don't matter if there's a little bit of water underneath them for right now. It's not going to be sitting on the water for very long. Nice warm day. So they should dry it pretty quick. So I'll be able to pick them up, transfer them to something a little better. Thank you very much for watching. This is Jared Pardue with Plan Z Ceramics.